Hey, it's your girl KV back with another review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is the next episode is the finale. And hopefully we only have two parts of the reunion. So this is season 16, episode 16, Chicken and Waffles. Why am I out of breath? Okay, so I always just kind of start with like a little recap of Watch What Happens Live or something. Nothing major really happened on there. They had Cynthia and Angela's husband Charles was behind the bar, and they, brought him front seat to be like, 5 things you love about Angela. They cracked me up. It's just very much like propaganda for people to be like, oh, Charles not that bad, because he's really just a grumpy old man. I don't think he hates Angela. I don't think that he resents her and just spends his days telling her how terrible of a person she is, like some of the viewers do. But he's just a grumpy old man, so it is what it is on that front. So where does the episode start? Chicken and Waffles. Episode starts, we see Shamia and her family at the doctor. This is after the Grenada trip, of course, and she's making sure that she didn't give the baby strep throat because she came back with strep throat. I say, yeah, because y'all was being all freaky deaky at the jab, all up in this man's face and had them all up and swing your legs and then your butt, just doing so much, and came back with strep throat, knowing you got an immunocompromised baby. So she's there making sure she ain't got the baby sick. The baby not sick. Everything's good. They running an official test, but the baby looks fine. They are no longer with the surrogate that we saw, that she said they did have a failed attempt because, she has to give Gerald this son. So Aisha, the surrogate that they had, it didn't work, so they parted ways with her. And a lot of people felt a lot of ways about this because she was like, where we find her, she just looked a little bit too eager. Like, I don't know. We're just gonna leave it there. So she's feeling guilty about having to take a break. We're gonna pause. I think she said they have just 3 embryos left, and who's to say that those are boys? So she's probably feeling down. She's probably, feeling like she failed her husband because he really wants a son. I am not. I've mentioned before on this topic, some people say that there's different ways that things are set up tribal wise as far as a man has to have a son. So I I just don't speak on it because I don't want to be offensive to somebody's traditional lens that I may not be privy to, right? So they're taking a break, but she still wants to give him a son. Next, we see another family, y'all. We see Phaedra, Dylan, and Aiden. We see the flashback of them as little tiny babies, y'all. I said, oh my gosh. We really been watching Housewives for forever. For these people to have kids and grow these kids up to teenagers, and the ones that was there when we got here, they grown and on next gen. Like, what is happening, right? So Aiden, which one is it? Aiden is the younger one, right? No, Dylan is the younger one. So Dylan said he wanted some bell-bottom pants and couldn't really find none in his size. Phaedra said, well, here, sew your own stuff. And so he said, okay, bet. And he's sewing his own stuff. She got him in with somebody that's, make clothes. So he's really learning how to do these things, learning how to use a sewing machine. And the older brother, Aiden, said, I'm going to be your manager. I said, not my manager. He said, I'm going to be your manager. I said, you better get him some gigs, some promos, some shoots and stuff. You better set it on up then, manager. Trying to get 10%. Girl, they was cracking me up with that. They was cracking me up. But it was really cute to see because, Phaedra ain't got many redeeming qualities, but her as a mom, absolutely. She just seems very present and attentive, and I like that, even at this young age, you want these type of clothes? Here, make them. Like, what, it was just dope to see that. So y'all, this random, I'm cooking and doing stuff, so I got like my little timer on, which I need to reset it. While I'm cooking dinner, before I go get my baby and stuff, right? It made me think about Love Island, y'all. I might have to start reviewing Love Island. Okay, so if you see that coming, don't be surprised. You heard it first here. So next we see Britt has Portia, and who else was it, child? Was it Cynthia? Portia and Cynthia over to her house. I really can't remember who it was. I think it was Cynthia. So on the after show, and this is out of order because I'm talking about what happens later, but on the after show, Kelly said that when she was like, oh, you had Portia over, you had Portia over, oh girl, she had Portia over. That's because Britt was saying, girl, I would never have her around. I would never have Portia in my house around my man. I would never have her in my house. So it's like, oh, okay, but now you got her in your house. Okay, baby, right? So her house is under renovations. We see some covers up on the wall. We see like this junk room where I'm like, this for the cover should have been up on the wall. Hiding this as well, honey. I said, I see why she ain't had nobody over, because it's a lot going on. So what they even talk about, child? I don't know. What was the point? This episode this episode had two main points, right? Two main points, and we'll just get to that. Kelly is at Williams in Sonoma. She's having herself a chicken and waffle challenge. Her and Charles are going to battle. They're doing a bananas Foster, and of course the ladies say it's a tie. They about look identical. They both did look delicious. So, you know, nothing really happened here except for some queen tries to come up to Angela and incite her into hysteria by saying that, oh, I need to talk to you off camera. I need to talk to you off camera. Yeah, girl, I need to talk to you off camera. And she's like, what? You can tell she's flustered. She doesn't really know what to do and how to respond in this moment, because she's just like, Candy, what's happening? I don't know. I'm Giovanna. I'm that bitch. I'm Marcus. I'm that bitch. Down at the restaurant. Down at the restaurant on Peter Street. Everybody know me. That's what's happening. I don't know. That's where my mind immediately went to, y'all. Shout out to the OG Real Housewife watchers that know what scene that's a callback to. So yes, the guy is just like doing the most. She just kind of forgets about it because Charles is right there. We don't know if Charles genuinely doesn't hear or if he knows he has an image to protect. So even acknowledging what this queen is saying in this moment, it's just not a good look. So he gonna pretend like he don't see that it's some mess going on right across from him, 6 feet away from him, right? So the guy, once he sees that Angela is just paying him dust, he's over there like, oh, toast to everybody that's name isn't Angela and her husband isn't cheating on them. And Kelly is like, oh no, baby, we're not doing that. And she gets him escorted on out the event. So as the event ends, y'all, Phaedra can't even shut her car door before she is calling Portia to tell her what happened with this guy approaching Angela. And I said, her eagerness right there, Phaedra, you better not be behind it. Like, how eager she was to be like, oh, girl, somebody came in. This couldn't wait. Your booty could barely hit the seat. You know when you get in the car and like you might not be sitting straight up, you gotta adjust a little bit. She hadn't even adjusted. She's still sitting sideways up on the armrest before she can get the push. Girl, yeah, girl. Just messy. Just messy. We don't even see people do this like this. Usually they wait till we having dinner. They might even pull up on you. But before your booty even get the seat good from leaving said event, you calling to be messy. It's giving she's behind it. So we see Kelly go to her, what's supposed to be her final divorce proceedings. They go on too long. The judge is like, listen, we can't go no more. But they end up putting the husband in jail because he ain't paid no child support. It's not funny. So she's distraught because she wants this divorce to be over. But current day, her divorce is final. So Phaedra is having a black glove event at her fashion vault. I said, what the hell is a black glove event? Okay. And so Kelly is saying she likes it there. And she did say strawberry shortcake come by the vault all the time. Kelly said she's rented a few pieces there. I was like, oh, okay. So it's like a place where you can purchase and rent. That's what's up, because a place like Atlanta, people not wearing the same outfit twice. So buying these exclusive pieces, these like fashion statements, knowing that it's just gonna sit in your closet, don't make no sense. So why not rent a few pieces here and there? So Phaedra is showcasing the furs. I guess this is when the season is getting ready to change. So she's showcasing the furs to her elite customers. Okay, y'all get y'all pre-orders in for Dylan's pants. She has Dylan walk the runway, show off his new pants collection. And this ain't no She by Sheree, baby. You can put in your pre-orders today. Okay, your pants are coming. You hear me? They over there working the mic. I said, this is just too cute. So Kelly is a bit cold to Britt because she's salty. I'm probably doing stuff out of order, but it don't matter. Kelly is a bit cold to Britt because she's salty that Britt didn't show up, didn't call or nothing when it came to her divorce case. So we did see earlier where when Kelly did have the case and court didn't go her way, Shamia came over there later, and when she was over there, Angela called, just checking on her, making sure she was good. Shamia did ask, when's the last time you talked to Britt? Girl, not since Grenada. That is wild that you haven't talked to Britt since Grenada. How many times I have to do this thing? So she's still salty. Kelly is current day salty. The group starts bringing up the glam team situation, and some agree with Kelly, some don't. Like I said, I wouldn't be trying to share no glam team if I'm on a show like this. Like, a stylist would be one thing, but somebody that's doing my hair and makeup and we're gonna be going to the same events, what sense does that make? We don't live together. If we live together, maybe, but we don't live together. This ain't convenience. Like, okay, girl. So mind you, Drew is missing. Oh, I ain't even done. Let me backing it up. So the glam situation, Kelly is pissed. She came in guns blazing. She was being passive aggressive. Says, Britt, why are you being so passive aggressive? I'm not being passive aggressive. I'm aggressive. I've never seen you be aggressive. People feel like Britt ate Kelly up. I mean, sure. If that's how y'all feel, sure. Britt kept her cool for a longer time. So in that regards, I'll say, in that regard, she definitely ate Kelly up, because Kelly, she couldn't hide how she felt. She was pissed and she was ready to unleash, right? I've never seen you be aggressive. And so she's just like, oh no, what's going on? Phaedra is, oh no, what's going on? Y'all calm down. Kelly looks at Phaedra and is like, yeah, you better get your pill popping roommate. Yeah, not your pill popping roommate. And what was it? Was it on the after show where she mentioned, she was like, Britt brought out a bottle of mixed pills and was like, you want one type deal. And then she's like, so when she calls her pill, get your pill popping roommate, Britt is like, let's talk about those abortions you had in your marriage. Let's talk about those abortions you had in your marriage. And it was like so low of her to go, but it's like, what more would you expect of Britt at this point? of the season. And then it's like, that's not even a read to say that she had an abortion by somebody that was an abusive husband. Girl, what? And so Kelly is like, while she over there talking, I had my tubes tied after the twins, so what baby am I having? What baby am I having? And Britt is, she's proven to be a liar, so who believes her? It's, you know, it's whatever. And it was funny because when they separated, I can't even remember what Kelly said, y'all, but it was just funny to the mud because they was like, all right, you know, calm down, let's keep the peace. Ain't no peace. She was definitely a petulant little child having a tantrum, y'all. It was cracking me up. So mind you, Drew is late. So Drew is locked out because Phaedra, because the way the story is set up and the runway for the show, they had to lock the doors to make sure people didn't walk in and come in the middle of their fashion show, you know? So Drew was amongst those latecomers who was locked outside, child. So that cracked me up. She out there eating chicken from some random cop. Can I have a piece of chicken? I'm like, girl, what? Girl, what? You just really eating off this random man's chicken, child. So at the end of the fashion show, the Black Glove event, child, Phaedra lets the ladies know that Portia didn't come because her cousin Lundy passed away. And we all seen her cousin Lundy. She was on the spinoff Portia had, Portia's Family Matters, and she was also on this season 2 or 3 times, I think. Anytime Portia had a Go Naked Hair or a Pampered by Portia meeting, her cousin was there, and then her cousin also assisted with the Pampered by Portia little sheets event that she did with everybody in lingerie. So it seemed like Lundy was a really good person. It seemed like she was the reasonable one of the group, and it's just really sad to hear her passing away at such a young age. So rest in peace, Lundy. So the thing about this scene is Shamia looks horrified, and I can see that because she's shocked on multiple fronts. 1, oh my gosh, Lundy has passed away. And 2, oh my gosh, Portia wouldn't call and tell me this. Like, granted, this moment ain't about her, but I could see her being like, oh, okay. Oh, dang, you know. So, yeah, it's rest in peace, Lundy. That's really the end of the show. Like I said, we see the next episode is the finale. I truly don't even remember what was in the trailer for the finale, y'all. I just was thinking about the end of this episode. You just trying to beat me, girl. She said the stylist didn't do you good or something, which, I mean, the outfit Kelly was rocking, it wasn't given. The makeup didn't look bad to me. I didn't see nothing really wrong with the makeup. I wasn't really looking like that. But the outfit was like, oh, okay. So Britta's like, the stylist did you wrong. The stylist did you wrong. And I mean, the stylist still be dressing Britt better than Kelly. She's like, you trying to beat me, but you trying to beat me. Nobody wants to beat you, you little hobbit. This is that episode. So I'm just like, whoo, child, this is all a mess, honey. This is truly all a mess. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. That's it, y'all. Hope y'all have a good day. Hope y'all enjoyed this review. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment. Let me know what you think. Are you excited? How did you like this season? Was it a good season? It's better than I expected, and it's better than the seasons that had Marlo. Not by a whole lot, but it's better. It's better. So we're moving in the right direction. We're seeing if Britt is actually filing this lawsuit, because I guess whatever the paperwork that she filed was like a petition. Here you go. We're gonna use our inside voices. Ain't no inside voice. choice. So yes, y'all, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think. This season's been decent. I wonder what it would have been if Kenya was here. What would the movings alongs look like if Kenya was here, y'all? Shoulda, coulda, woulda, y'all. Until next time, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.